on that. They just do that in that illegal judgment nonsense where they just do. That's the following day they don't carry him, they go Sokoto.
That same night they took him to Sokoto.
Imagine without due process, nothing, even for him to appeal, nothing.
That is this is a plan they made. This Mazi Nnamdi Kanu project is against Sokoto Caliphate and their terrorism. It is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that exposed them. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu exposed them. They put bounty on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's head.
I know about that.
They have passed through the court. They passed through the court. Tinubu took Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and handed over to them in a platter of gold. And we are silent and we are looking.
Oh God. Even all those governors,
What actual app is this? Since we said the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya to Nigeria is not due process. That's why they do this one, due process.
Because because we all kept quiet now. Now the thing, because if that time all this is you say the Biafrans will react and all this nonsense is going to happen. You know, say as these people they do this thing now, they don't believe they don't see us finish. You know, understand? They don't see us finish. Say we know if we do anything. They don't see us finish. Little thing they say calm down. Calm down on what now? You know, maybe I ask him calm down. I brought my brother now. I gave him a say, and ask him calm down. Calm down on what? Now this calm down. Now you make him the level way in there now. Because if we say we react from the beginning, you know go there like this. Imagine say someone all this nonsense no go to happen.
Fear let them try.
You know go happen.
Fear let them try. All those governors will leave. They will leave Biafra land immediately now. They can't be
even as this thing they happen. Even as this thing they happen now. Even as this thing they happen now. All those governors are by now. We suppose don't chase them away from that place now.
Go to a platform.
Everywhere just they come. Everywhere just they come. Or this can wait. That's when he begin. You imagine somebody like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now I'm disappointed. I'm telling you. I'm just God.
No single one have made a statement. No single politician have made a statement. No lawmaker have made a statement. No single one of them. Even if no matter what, for you to wake up in the morning and you hear the news that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was transferred to a Sharia state, Sokoto for that matter, the epicenter of the Caliphate, and you are not worried. You didn't utter statement. You didn't run around. You didn't put up a call immediately.
God.
Just check it. Just check it. Let me tell you. The worse than we would hear.
Yeah, now.
Do you know that that is the danger people are not seeing. You can imagine, what do you think? How do you think Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will feel? Or he just open his eye and see himself under the Caliphate, under the roof of the Caliphate. Monitored by
we are no Igbo person there. None of us. Isolated.
How many years before I would be able to go? Before I just left to buy from Kenya, after I'm going because of the banking and any of the so that banking now, guys, I have to go now. I have to go now. That bank go back there now. Buy it with the this is it. And then the boy is aware fucking big man. Big man. How that work? One day, some days had a claim on how we got no need of Biafra now. How that work?
I saw.
Because I want someone to do so in that agenda.
I saw what this
Nigeria
guy
don't have
was
to talk.
writing. Kafa, this guy. I saw what he was writing on Instagram. Kafe, Akaboga, Cubana chief priest. All of them are a bunch of idiots.
Don't mind that idiot. Don't mind that fool.
All of them are a bunch of idiots.
Call himself.
All of them is in that game.
Ocean, take the mic. Ocean, you are there. If you are there, unmute yourself and speak to us.
Yeah. Good morning, Mazi Survivor.
You're welcome.
I greet you, all my Biafran people. I greet you, all the genuine on this on the studio. Kuchuks, I see you. Morning, and my two other brothers. I greet you. Our
You're
people
welcome.
on comment section. God bless you all. Biafrans around the world, lovers of Biafrans, lovers of freedom and citizens of the world, I greet you according by your time zone. Mazi Survivor, thank you for coming out with this. Though I just joined, but I love the issue at hand. Biafrans, yesterday was another shock to everyone. There's no need to pretend. Yesterday, under 12 to 24 hours, they pronounced a sentence on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If you watch the body language of Omotoshe, he said that he would have given him death sentence by hanging. But he quoted Bible and talked about Jesus Christ and mercy. Now, according by him, he granted Mazi Kanu mercy by giving him life sentence. And upon pronouncing that sentence, he said that he will take him far away and he wouldn't have access to internet or electronic gadget. I think I'm correct. If not, somebody can correct me.
Yes.
Exactly what he said.
Yes, you're right.
Good. Now, lovers of freedoms, Biafrans around the globe, and the citizens of the world, let us put a good calculation there and know what it means. Automatically, I believe you understand the logic there. Omotoshe did not pronounce death sentence by his mouth, but by his action, he have done it. Look, we may not understand, we may not see the danger that is fast approaching. We may not understand the catastrophe that is about to befall, but God forbid. I use the word God forbid. There are too many ways that they could handle this situation and pretend to come out clean. Our brother said that they put Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to the hand of Sokoto Caliphate. That is exactly what it is. You just like taking your enemy or taking somebody, put him in the center, at the middle of crocodiles, wild animals, lions, and co. In that place, they can equally do things slowly by giving him special food. I hope you will understand, little by little. They can equally organize a stage breakout of the prison. We have seen it like what they did in Abuja when their men was held. If they can go as far as getting to Abuja and break a lot of things,
you can imagine.
Think about what can happen. Think about what may happen in Sokoto in their home kitchen. So, you see, I observe what is going on social media, including the most wicked woman on this planet Earth, which is Bianca. Oh no, from Ungo, Enugu State.
Very useless idiot.
The daughter of former governor of Anambra State, CC Ono, the brother of Cain Ono. Look, this woman wrote something. I believe everybody would have seen it. I think I saw on social media. Somebody posted it.
Very stupid piece.
She indirectly calling for calm. That it may take days, weeks. It may take days, weeks, months, years. Things we do without. That if you do this, that will happen. Don't fall on the trap of the enemies. And you see so many people do the same way. I tell you this.
Because they are scared of their own life. They are scared of their own life. Not
only being scared of their life.
He's not scared of their own life.
They are part of the plan. They are part of the plan, because if you watch her, first of all, on that write-up, she claimed that she came back from Tanzania or whatever African country, that she went for 5 days.
Yes.
So she's trying to justify that she wasn't around when.
How Tinubu take plan his own waka?
I'm coming, Mazi Pictures. So you see, these things, they are highly aware and part and parcel of it. Immediately their sentence was pronounced, push people on social media, on national television, be calm, this and that. I saw a lot of our brothers, when you see them talk, they sound they are making very good sense. But look deeper into what they're saying.
Exactly.
It will tell you.
You are very observant.
I saw the.
They will come and shout and shout and shout. At the end of the day, the same thing Bianca said is what they are repeating.
Yeah, they come down to that box. We should come down on this and that. Then tell me, people have been killing in their numbers, even as we are speaking right now as I'm talking to you, in the north, in every part of Nigeria. Even these ones are happening live on social media, not like before they just attack in the night. Today it is on daylight, on broad daylight. They attack homes, churches, barracks, army barracks as well. They attack it by daylight. They are moving now by air, by sea, and by land.
The one that shocked me is that of sea.
Good. These people,
our riverine area brother, they think that that area is not good. They don't learn how to drive boat.
Good. Now the issue is this: why take Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as far as Sokoto? What is the agenda, the motive behind it? Could it be so that none of the family, none of the member, none of the lover will have access to him? Will be close to him? Is it that if anybody may attempt or makes attempt to go there, maybe on his way or her way, something wrong will happen to scare everybody, to make sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is silenced, and to make sure that nobody talks to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu again, or do something for him? Could it be that is a way they buy one-way ticket to him? I hope you understand the one-way ticket, just like when Ojukwu was asked to come to Abuja and was given one-way ticket. you will know what it means as you survivor. So in all those things, if we put calculation to this, in either way, even good or bad, there is nothing that justifies this, and there is nothing that will make the people from the eastern region, from the Biafra land, to keep silent and without doing anything. That is so bad of it, even if you're a conquered person. And I want to tell our people this. This is when I was born. I'm not that old, but history shows that Biafran people, Igbo people, we have never allowed themselves to be conquered or conquer their brothers or their sisters without you putting a very good fight that the person that tried it will not come out with that method again to you. What is really going on today? If you don't know anything, the Igbo people that was taken to this coast in America for slavery, they decided on their own that instead of them to be slave, even on another man's land, that even though instead of them to become slave, that they rather go the way they come. And today we are quoting them. After the Civil War, the genocide committed by Nigeria in 1967, in the 70s, the Igbos used the slogan, Onyaga na nwanne. And I remember in the days that we left from Nigeria to Europe, Mazi to survival in those days. Not quite long from now. All this nonsense started from this 2000, mid 2000 and late 2000. Look, in those 90s, those who went abroad 80s, so down the line, my dear, you don't touch one black man, not even Igbo man. I tell you, I met that in Europe. From the Eastern Europe to the Western Europe. Anyway, a black man stop. You are harassing a black man, or a black man is having an issue. No black man will walk and look the other way. He must stop there. Whatever that is going on with that black man, we go the same way to every black man that is aware of it, and people will create awareness. I tell you this is what I witnessed. Many people die, many people survive it, but with that hand we hold, you don't break black people. Go and check this thing that I'm telling you, especially those who pass through Eastern Europe, to Western Europe, and to many others. But today, what is happening? What is really going on with us? Is it that we are what we are when the Yoruba priests, first of all, was what do we call this man, Tunde Bakare? See that the Igbos are cursed. Automatically, you call us cowards. Bamidele, say that we are cursed. No, not we, please. That is a slip of tongue. Say that they are cursed, and automatically they are behaving like cowards. Tell me in Igbo land, where you have men of timbers of calibers, even the retired generals from Igbos that we used to know.
We have none.
The retired generals, soldiers that we know that are very brave and fearless. Where are they?
None of them.
Oh my God! I wish I could wake up our internal leader from grave. I wish I could wake Okadimo from grave. I wish I could wake Utechukumerije from grave. I wish I can wake a lot of them that are mad, that are men. Not the idiot that we have today. Can you imagine, Biafrans? Can you imagine citizens of the world? Can you imagine this?
I really miss that you walk Okadibo.
People who pretend to be in authority. People who pretend to be leaders. Look at the Ohaneze. In those days when Ohaneze speak, my brother, please tell me, in the 80s, in the 90s, I was a very small child, but we used to hear Ohaneze and Igbo. When they speak, Nigeria stands still and shiver. What is really going on today? What is really going on with us? With this hand we are trained now. Is it what we are going to hand to our children? See, today we are eating, today we are free speaking. My dear, if something tangible, if something drastically, if we did not take drastic action, that we put a final stop to this, that we need this exactly, my dear, your children, these idiots, their children will be spitting to them in their graves because they just burn them, bring them, hand them over to, to the worst enemies to way of handling them. By then, the land, the properties that you acquire that makes you think that you're stupid, that you cannot talk because if you talk, those things may be gone. You will see that those things are nothing. You will witness, and your children will witness their own things being enjoyed by those who come from Futajalo. It's going to happen. It's not too far from now. If we did not take our bold step and do something. Let me say this, Master Survivor, please, our people, this is not the time to cry. Yes, we have been, daggered in a very bad corner. We have been, boxed in a very bad corner as we allow ourselves. But I want to tell you, if Ojukwu declare war with unprepared, and we held these people to the extent that we held them, had it been that we have the situation we had today at hand, mean this communication, this social media, what happens within that 69 and 70 would have not happened. By now, we would have not been talking of being part of Nigeria. Why help was on the way. Now, look, it is not a call for violence or a cause of this, but you cannot allow anybody to come to your home with a knife, put it on your neck, and killing your children, and you are looking. My dear, you must have to do something. Now is the time. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been taken to Sokoto. Believe me, it is not just a slap to everybody. This is to seize every mouth. This is to seize everybody. That is to show you that now I have conquered you, and you can't do them nothing. And we can't allow this, no matter what. If they cannot go with us, the youth can move alone. Those who believe can still move. We will be doing something until help comes. We must be doing something. Please, these people that say don't protest, don't do this, don't do that. Please, are we safe as we shut our mouth? Are we received? Dino Malaya said something. If you talk, you die. If you don't talk, you die. So why will you keep silent? Why don't you talk and speak the truth? And do something. Let people see that you are doing. Yes, let people see that you are doing something, so that the help will come. I don't want to sound broke, and I don't want to sound, a cry. But I want everybody that is listening or that may listen hereafter to think from your heart of hearts. Turn yourself to be Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Remember that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not lacking anything for himself and his family. But he put himself in the position that he put himself just for the sake of me, you, and our unborn children and all the generation to come, for our total freedom. He put people first before him. Now, we allow him to be in the midst of these people, and these people have listened to a lot of preaches, which is truth. What do you think? Omotoshe allowed himself to, Omotoshe, I do think he may be a Christian who have read Bible. He allowed himself to be used to pass this kind of judgment and put Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to Sokoto.
He has collected money now.
Even if you have collected money, there are things that money cannot get for you. People have collected money. Look, I'm not talking about money here. We must have to face reality. Even if he collected money, let him go and watch other judges that have collected money in all around the world. Look at the mystery that is going on with them. Just look at them. Look at the prosecutor, the man that pronounced, that read out that. Just look at that man facially. Watch him as he goes. Watch him, what is going on with him. I was privileged to meet with Justice Okuda. Look at a man that dispenses justice the way he is. I look at the wife there. With the son, Charlie Boy, we met in his house at Abuja after a convention we had in 2007. After they got the Chief Justice of former Chief Justice of Federation, then was there. After they got it, all of them. You look at the people who dispense justice, the way they look, and look at the bad ones, what they are going through. These people are not seeing those things. Even if you collect money, that money, how long will it last? That money, how will you enjoy it? How will you go that you put a man in a situation that you're not all to, with your own age, you understand, because you're a father. But I'm not talking about it because these people, they have the heart of evil. But what I'm talking is we that are affected so much. What are we? I look at in social media what is going on. So many people are talking, don't fall their trap, don't fall their trap. Don't we know how to set trap on our own?
Exactly, this is what I'm hearing. This is exactly what I'm hearing.
Don't we know how to set trap?
You know, they are very good
far from our
language. They don't create that language.
This is what I'm hearing.
Don't fall their trap, don't fall their trap.
Exactly, this is what I'm hearing. This thing now.
So I am asking this. Don't we have hunters who knows how to set traps? If it's trap, we have trap. We have the one we call one-face trap, two-face trap, even four-face traps. Those who goes to catch animal in the bush, they will understand this thing that I'm telling you. Do you understand the area that I'm talking to? I'm saying. So if they know how to set on look at a veteran journalist going to Abuja all over Ibuland talking. May God bless that woman, that lady. But you see others, what are they doing? Men for nothing, men with blockers for nothing, men by mouth, men by just going to what they put in their mouth and clap for fuck woman every now and then, men that are stupid, men that cannot even control their own house. That is what we are having now. Can you imagine? Ndị Igbo obi na-emu n'ifa. Ndị Igbo mmadụ na-adị ka ọnụ akọrọ ya. We need to reawaken immediately. We need to invoke the spirit of Ojukwu, the spirit of General Effiong, the spirit of Okadibo, the spirit of those who speak in those days, the spirit of this major that wasted all the idiot that comes to kill us. Is that Chukwuma? Many of them, even Chukwuma Nzogu, even Aguiyi, even I couldn't remember their names. There are people that you know, you understand. We need to awaken their spirit because this nonsense has to stop. Look at your children, look at your Igbos, look at Biafrans, leaders all over the world suffering. Look at our women, leaders all over the world suffering. Just because we choose to behave like cowards, which we are not. Ojukwu put all the wealth of his father in this journey, put his life, put everything. Today, look at what our men are doing. Look at what we are doing. It is middle people, poor people that are contributing $1, $2 to fight for our freedom. Those who are flying private jets, those who are donating billions to other people, to charity organizations, where are you? You're stupid. I'm not cursing you because you're rich, but because you don't take wise decisions that favor you and favor your people. Even if you don't want to come and donate as a person with your name, if we have been given to you, anonymous is there. which nobody, even as at Prime Minister Simon is now in Finland, you have never mentioned any person that donated anonymously. Nobody will do that. What are we doing? And I want to lay my voice on this. I want to say this to our people. We have fallen for their prey enough. There are too much divisions that make them to have this age they're having today. There are too much distractions. Those who deliberately allow themselves to be used, you are part of this. This humiliation, you are part of this. Look, it doesn't end with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It will touch everybody, right round. You that couldn't understand what is going on, what another man is playing, but falling into their hand. It is time to have sober reflection. It is time to question yourself. It is time to ask yourself, with this today, where am I standing tomorrow? Where will I end up tomorrow? And put a final stop with this nonsense. It's either you, unless if you have sold yourself and said, okay, people like Udele, that you, whatever this caliphate go, you will go with them to make sure that you sabotage your brothers and kill your brothers or help them in exterminating your own race. Okay, it's okay, it's your choice. But those who doesn't want that to happen, but they fall sheepishly, or they are following unknowingly, please, it is time that all of us should make a U-turn. Those who have platforms to talk to people, enough of distraction is enough. All of us have to be in the same page. If we fail to do so, one by one, we are going to perish. And God forbid, we will not allow that to happen. Having said that, please, I'm pleading with the government of USB. This thing, this battle, this fight is not easy. But any time that the devil rears his ugly head, what do? You go extra mile. By then, extra strength will come, because whenever you want to make a move, as a father or as a man, whenever something that you think is beyond you come over you, when you make a move, extraordinary things do happen. We should use our sense this time. We should use utmost of our sense. Sorry, we are using our senses, but we should do something unthinkable. We should talk to those that we're supposed to talk to. Do the thing that we're supposed to do fast and faster, because let us not wait until the worst happens. If we wait until the worst happens and we do it, it may not make sense. We must have to do everything humanly possible to leave this, to stop this that they have projected, because there's a project already. Don't think, oh, they want to, because if you look at some, they are putting the calculation, because of 2027, they ask this man to pronounce this sentence so that within that range, some people will use it to shine, to do their political career. That is nonsense to me. This is 2025. We are in December. We are on November. December is around the corner. Next year is 2026. So that thing that you are waiting to happen in 2027 can equally happen now. And they keep the record. So let us bring ourselves. Please propagate what will bring positive to this journey, and let us fight it once and for all and do what and get away with this mess and this quagmire. Remember, we still have other cases and foreign land. I will not go there. The Mazi to survivor, you know what I mean. And those who are calling names on social media, mentioning names, if our this one is there, if our this one is there, this thing would have not happened. Yes, it's quite understandable. But please let us know that there is pending issue that we are pursuing. It's not one person that is doing it. It is what me, you, everybody are contributing to. It is our own desire that is happening. By then, there are people in the homeland who are doing it well. But those guys, there was distractions. Some of them, nobody knows how they go. I think the government can still do something and organize and make sure that people, major part of them comes under one umbrella. Those who are reachable, those who accept their faith and the truth. I'm talking about not those who have bent their head that they must go on distraction. I'm not talking about those ones. I'm talking about those that are genuine at heart. Do whatever we can do, let us start and let it be visible. If it is negotiation, let it be visible. If it is whichever way, advice, let it be visible. If it is carrot and stick, let it be visible. No matter what, my dear, you can't take my child away from me. I don't see. Oh, God of mercy. Please, I want to ask us, those who watch geography, can you go to lion mouth when a lion is carrying the cub or when he's moving with the cub? Can you just go and carry the cub and run away? The lion will be looking at you. Even chicken, without a fight. Mazi survivor, are you not understanding what I'm saying?
How you, my brother? It's not happening. It's not happening.
So let everybody put his mouth. We cannot sound broke. Yes, we may be, but we cannot put ourselves down. Let everybody rekindle that energy. Let us do something extraordinary. It is possible. If those people can come to us, just like one of our brothers who, let me tell you this. The Bible says, come a dike ye ubuluntasime. Come a dike ye ife merie. Come ya me ana abu ayi zuene aro. Mano gana na.
My brother, try and round up.
Let me just submit like this because on our Bawobi, we are moving and we will win for sure. Thank you, Mazi Survivor, for giving me this line to talk. Please, Biafrans, I want to appeal to all of you, do not be down. Come up with your microphone, begins to talk, begins to be energetic again. We will rise. The sun will always rise. And whenever sun rises, it shines. Star can never be stopped. You can't stop a star from shining. Thank you. May God bless us.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you for your speech. The concern is the concern of everybody, Biafrans, and we must know that the cloud is very dark. The cloud is very dark, and we will not give up, no matter what happens. We must not give up. We must remain strong. We must remain focused, continue to speak, continue to make noise, continue to fight. More especially at this point in time. It is not a good news to wake up and hear that the supreme leader of IPOB, the leader of the Biafran people, to hear that the leader of 80 million people, that 80 million people were taken and handed over to the Caliphate as a conquered people. If you wake up in the morning and you see such news, you are not worried. Then you are not human. It is either you are not a real Biafran, you are a mixed blood, or something else is wrong with you. But there's no Biafran that will be normal, and you wake up and you hear that we have been taken and handed over to the Caliphate. Officially, through their court, that Tinubu take us and handed over to the Sultan of Sokoto under a Sharia law, under the same law that we are fighting today in the United States, under the same people today that the United States have designated to country of particular concern, the same people that are in charge of the loss of life. You wake up and you hear that and you're not disturbed. That means you're not human. You're not supposed to be here. I pray that Chukwu Kabiama will see us through. Greg, unmute yourself and speak to us, bro, Greg. Bro Greg, are you there? If you're there, bro Greg, unmute yourself. Speak to us if you're there, bro Greg. Unmute yourself and speak to us.
Mazi, please, sorry, I will be around in the next 2 minutes. Sorry.
Okay.
Coming.
Sorry. Bro Christian, you're welcome. Thank you for joining, bro Christian. Good to have you. I hope your network is okay today, bro. Kristen, I know you're in the area that the network is giving some problem. So I hope your area is better now. If your area is better, you can unmute yourself.
Hello, Rachus, can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead. I can hear you.
Hello?
Hello, I can hear you. Go ahead.
How do you go? So, yeah. So, this is my brother. I don't know if the whole thing going. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's mentally, physically, it affects, I suppose, every one of us. Okay,
Yes.
no? Yeah. So, but this is also a time to really be even more focused, because there's too many dimensions to everything that is going on here. But I don't know where to start from. You know, these things are well orchestrated by the enemies, and including Biafrans who are saboteurs in high places. You know, I remember you said it several, and it's a non-fact that if Simon Ekpa was around, these things won't be happening, because we know where we'll be. That's a fact, whether anybody likes it or not. Now, I remember Chid in Canada. This is a guy I've spoken with severally in the past, and we had a problem on phone one time because I said something he didn't like, and he said to me that I don't even know what you think of me. Now, when Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped, he had what he called a protest festival or whatever, because we saw it. I saw it clearly. But in my mind, in my heart of heart, I knew that that was a celebration.
Oh, he's kicked out. I think he has a network problem. He has kicked out. Eze, son official. Eze, Eze Kuna. Eze Kuna, son official. Unmute yourself and speak to us.
Okay. Good afternoon, Chooks.
You're welcome.
Good afternoon, sir. I greet you, Biafrans. Eze Kuna son Neku. So this is my first time coming. But I am always here. Not about all the time, because I love your program and I love you too.
Thank you, my brother.
So, Emana, Iyenemekita. And Unulaya now, Nafuna. Unulaya now, Ungafuna, Undu, our brother, our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, at risk. When you marry him, Maka. It is not all about life jail. They just want to exterminate him. And now, more much talk. Now. What are we going to do? Should we continue scattering?
Eze, we lost you. We can't hear you anymore. Check your device. I think we can't hear you anymore, my brother. It's sad we can't hear you anymore. Check your device again. Check your device. Eze, now we can't hear you anymore. We can't hear anymore. Just try to say, or you can go out and come back in again. Maybe it will correct. Bro, Krista, are you there? Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, Mazi. Well, let me, because of this network issue, of course, yesterday it was like this, but somewhere along the line it got stabilized, but at the moment not. So, but let me try and shorten, or rather say the things that I consider most pressing for now. I think that in a way it's out of our hand, but it's not out of the hand of Chukwuka Abiyama. My faith doesn't shake because I've seen a lot in my lifetime. Yes. Right. So, but as a human being, there are things we always have to do. We cannot solemnly rely on what God does. God will do what He will do. And we as human beings will do what we do.
Yes.
So, first of all, for those in the United States, like the Avia, how do you call them? Those are Igbo military, you know what I mean? Because, yeah. So, so it's very pertinent, very important, just as quick as possible to let John James, that congressman, right?
Yes.
To let him know. Because you see, the thing is, for people who are not from that contraction, like we who are from that contraction, we are Biafrans, but we know the significance of taking Nnamdi Kanu to the Caliphate to go and hand him over to them. We know that.
Very great. At this point in time, when that is the topic, a Judeo-Christian person to be taken to the Caliphate.
Yeah, Mazi choose Tinubu and this Yoruba government. I've deviated now, I've pivoted, but it's all right. So it's important that I listen to Brockett. You see, I'm just pivoting all over the place because there's a lot in my head. There's a video of Okechukwu I saw yesterday. In a way, I agree with him to an extent, but I don't know when he made that video if Nnamdi Kanu was already moved to Sokoto or not. So I can't really fully judge. But the thing is that I also recognize, I've said this severally, that the Yorubas, and again, when we say it doesn't necessarily mean 100% Yorubas, okay? But we know those we are referring to, the Tunubus, the political elite, the politicians, you know, some of them, the ones that matter, that have the power to do and undo, they feel like, I said, look, they're in a big shit. Make no mistake about that. But they want everybody to be in it. That I can guarantee you. Because their place is gone, more or less. It's gone. And they can't, I don't know what they're going to do about it, but there's only split 50-50. We don't have same in our place, not even in South-South, right? So, not even in Middle Belt. Now, some of these guys, like the Tunubus, out of sheer evilness and wickedness, they want everybody to be in it. Nobody should be left out of it. And Tunubu, so he has his own personal hatred. I know that. So he just happens to find allies among some Biafrans, you know, the Bianco Juku Ono of this world, and so many of them he find allies, those who can easily be bought over for whatever reason, the business people, and so many of them too. So the thing is, there's a trap that is being set. I understand that. Because if, of course, I don't know, I can't say concretely, if we have boys, like, should I say, guys who will be able to, if we have to fight back, I don't know if we have it. Because the other time when Ocean Monster or one of these guys, no, I don't know if it's Ocean Monster, came to talk about the decentralization of our men on the ground, and Okocha replied him that just seems like a propaganda because he's very much on the ground. There's nothing like that. Now, so my point is this. There's a kind of trap that is being set, because if let's presumably we have people on the ground and we make any move, you see all the terrorists, hundreds if not millions of them, with the remaining of the zoo soldiers, they will all march down to Biafra land. I've always said that is their Achilles heel. Biafra land, Alibo, but that their Achilles from the beginning to this day has always been that stand in their way of dipping the Quran into the Atlantic, and they know it. And so the fact that this Tinubu Yoruba government, they took Nnamdi Kanu and just handed him over to the soul of the jihadists, where it's happening. So therefore, it's something we have to be very careful about. But the bottom line, the absolute bottom line is that if anything happens to Nnamdi Kanu, there's going to be what is called collateral damage, including those who consider themselves our friend as in the Igbo, including those who are not, because we are not. Nobody is going to be spared. There will be hell to pay. But I don't think that IJ Bubogo now, that may not be the wisest thing, because you always have to pick and choose your fight. You don't go into a fight that you are not prepared for, if you know what I mean. So while we do what we keep keep doing, like I just said, that they should meet up with these congressmen. They already know what is happening, and explain to them the significance of it, of sending Nnamdi Kanu, handing me over to the enemies that are genociding the Christians and Biafrans, a Christian Judea individual who, by the way, maybe 90-something to 100% of the revelation and the exposure of this Fulani Caliphate, their genocide, is from Nnamdi Kanu. They hate him so much. We know that because he is the one that blew the, like a whistleblower. We know that.
Yes.
You don't hear me, Abi?
Yes.
So, but for those who are not from the contraction in our region there, when you say they handed him over to Caliphate in Sokoto, in their mind will be like, but it's in the same country. Because if there's something going on, you can send somebody to South or Southwest or Southeast. That is in a normal situation. But this is not a normal situation because we know that is the heart of the jihadism, and Nnamdi Kanu blow the whistle, and we know how they spend millions, if not billions, to kidnap him from Kenya. And now the president hand him over to them. It's as simple as that. So it's important that people know it, like that congressman and the rest of them. They have to know. There's another congressman who chaired the Congress conference that day. He has been speaking about Biafra, that guy, the chairman, Chris something. I've seen him severally in the past, spoke with the Igbo US soldiers and stuff like that. So they should be notified. This thing happened yesterday, as if it's not bad enough to have sentenced him on life imprisonment. They've now just handed him over to the Caliphate. So there's nothing is guaranteed.
The that put bounty on his head. They put bounty on his head to be kidnapped.
Exactly. So that is criminal, and that is a war. And we've been saying it. Few other people have been saying it. Agwacha have said it, Lolo, and so many of us, we've always said it, that the Yorubas have this unfinished war. This war with, again, I'm sorry if you are Yoruba and you are on the good side, but you hear us speak like this. We speak like this because it's what we see happening. It's not born out of hatred, but fact. We're saying it as it is. Because you cannot tell me that Nnamdi Kanu, whom they should be embracing and working with him on how to free Southerners from this calamity that is befalling everybody. But rather, they are being on the side of the enemy. Or Motosho is Yoruba, Turubu is Yoruba, whether anybody likes it or not. Okay, whether it's not, I don't care about. At least we will know what he represents. And the prosecution team, all of them there, they are Yorubas, including the one that Nnamdi Kanu caused, if you remember. And the Chief Justice of the Federation is a Yoruba. So you can't put it, there's no other two ways. There's no other way you can justify what is going on. This is Yoruba extreme war against Ndi Igbo. You may not like it, but that is what it is. And moving forward, not only are we taking notice, but we have to be strategic in our fight. But they have shown that they are enemies, and that cannot be denied. But again, we have to be strategic. We have to pick our fight, and we fight and fight successfully. We know that their back is against the wall now, because the whole world have seen that not only are the Islamic jihadists trying to eliminate the Christian faith in Nigeria, the Yorubas, you have their body politics, who are, and not just today, they've been conspiring, colluding with these Fulani jihadists for a long time immemorial. They've been in this collusion. And that is why you see that everything in Nigeria is more or less like shared between the two regions. Be it the presidency power moving back and forth among them, be it infrastructures. If it's not in Yoruba land, it's in the north. So many other ways, So these are facts. These are facts. There's no makeup here, because if you check the statistics, then you know that these are facts. When this one finish, you go back to the north. When not finished, you go back to them, and they just continue. The circle continue, and each time you reach somebody, Igbo person, they find a way to sabotage it. Either they make a coup back in the days, or one will come and tell you that Emilio come, and the Fulani, the Northerners, will rig him in and tell you to go to court because you can do nothing. And you have some Igbos continue to swallow in stupidity, like forever stupidity, how long will it take before you read the handwriting on the wall that there's a gang up against you to finish you up? Of course, not without the effort of the British at the same time. We have to call it for what it is. They are very much aware of everything that is going on here. The British are very much aware of it. So, it seems like my network is stabilizing now. So, the truth of the matter is that it's hard for me to really put my finger on it because there's so many intangibles going on, even amongst us as Biafrans. You know, it's sad, but it's also part of the work of the enemy. You know, the bad seed was sown a long time ago. They sowed that bad seed. That is why you have people like Cubana chief priest, big Cubana, and
Don't mind that
Bianco. No,
we saw him in Asarok the other day. He was bowing down and begging. He didn't remember to ask for the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
That is Cubana chief priest, the one that bowed down for Shetima, right?
Yes, bowed down for Shetima. We also saw him with Tinubu in Asarok.
So you see, that is that bad seed. The enemy came and sowed a bad seed, but we know the genesis of it all. I understand personally. I know where this whole thing is coming from. It's a multifaceted situation that we faces. You know, from the get-go, the British have their own role, then followed by the Fulani that they handed the country over to, then with the Yorubas in their complicity. So the whole thing has been a mess from the one, and they've planted these politicians, these governors. You see, they were all planted there. They can be Igbo name, you can just call them Igbos, but they are as evil and enemy to the people than they as just as you know. So my brother, the thing is, my faith is still unshakable. Like I said, now Nnamdi Kanu is truly in the lion's den, right? So there's no doubt about that he is just right there, just like Daniel in the day. So that's where he is, because Sokoto.
The risk has increased to the highest level. The alert is to the highest level.
The Sultan, that guy, is arguably one of the head of the jihadism, the genocide to take out Christians so that everywhere become Islamized in the country. That is arguably and there's no prison in Sokoto or in the north. There's no whatever you want to call it that he cannot enter if he chooses. And even the terrorists in the north, I mean, if they can break into the military barracks, well-armed barracks, and kidnapped soldiers and cut away weapons, where in the north there in Sokoto that they cannot break into. So Tinubu and his Yoruba government
is in the Emir's palace. That Sultan of Sokoto Palace.
Yeah.
In Sultan of Sokoto Palace, they have a prison there.
Yeah. So obviously, what these Yorubas are trying to tell you is that, in other words, do your worst. But we also know where the areas in which and where they're coming from, because they want that situation whereby the whole terrorists, Fulani Islamic jihadists, who have taken over Kwara and gonna move forward and take more, Kogi and Ibadan, they are coming to all these places. Mark my word. But they are trying to make the form of instigation, sort of. When we add now,
that is what they are using Tinubu to do. They have succeeded in using Tinubu to instigate us against the Yorubas.
Exactly. So then from there, all the focus will now be in Biafra land. If we are ready, again, I don't know. If we are ready, this would have been a very momentous time for us to really give it to them. It's never in doubt what our boys can do. You know, if everything is to be equal, and especially with the world attention on what is going on, the very open genocide and the attempt to force everybody into Islamism, this would have been a perfect time, but we still have to make sure we are in the right place to fight the right fight. That is the situation. So it's important that anybody who have access to our people to at least inquire if they've done it, or if they haven't, they should do it as soon as possible to let the Congress know, so that they will know. If anything happens to Nnamdi Kanu, for them to have handed him over to the Caliphate, if anything happens, then it's a declaration of war. And we will fight at our own good time. Thank you.
Let's take a quick break and we'll come back for the last section of
heaven.
Okay.
The oldest language on the face of this very earth.
Because I can say that from what I have just listened from you, it is just not ordinary.
Very wonderful.
When my lawyers came to see me, I had a discussion with them about how I'm going to defend myself. I told them that
welcome back. It's a very, very, very difficult time. It's a very, very troubling time for us, and we are paying attention in as much as how tough it is not the time to relax. It is not the time to walk away. It is not the time to show fear. It is not the time to cry. It is not the time to complain. It is time to speak more, shout more, fight more, do more in everything you are doing. The most important thing we can do now is to speak louder for the world to hear our voice. When you woke up and you saw that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been taken. The Biafran people, more than 80 million people have been taken and handed over to the Caliphate. You should be concerned. If you are human, if you have blood flowing in your vein, as long as you are a human being that is concerned about humanity, knowing fully well what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu stands for. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu stands for justice. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is from a secular system. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a Judeo-Christian. And in a time where the country of particular concern is designated to Nigeria, they took the leader of a Judeo-Christian Biafran and handed him over to the Caliphate. They took him to a place where Sharia law is the order of the day. If you are not concerned, then you're not human. Every human being today on the planet Earth, whether you are a Biafran, non-Biafran, African, a Nigerian, or whatever, if you are not concerned about this move, it means you are not human. That you wake up and you saw in a time where Nigeria is dedicated as a country of political concern. The major issue at hand today is the persecution of the Christians in Nigeria. That the evidence is everywhere. In a time when terrorists are running rampage, taking over schools, taking over churches, taking innocent life, and the issue is on the table of the Congress. The debate is there. Nigeria designated as a country of particular concern, and then a government under Tinubu, a Judeo-Christian leader, a person leading more than 80 million persons, a Judeo-Christian leader, and you hand it him over to the Caliphate that are sponsoring the jihad that is going on in Nigeria. It calls for concern. And this is the time for every Biafran in the United States. Begin to write your MPs. Begin to write your representatives. It's not even a time of writing. If you have been writing before, it is time to look for a way, walk to them. In abroad, this is not like how you have in Nigeria when you have to pass roadblock before you go to see an MP. In abroad, the United States, some of them you see them in the street, some of them you can meet them in restaurants, they're everywhere. They are everywhere, you can see them, they are accessible. Go to your own representative in your area in the United States. This time that the hearing is going on, it is still fresh. Go and tell them that a Judeo-Christian leader of the Biafran people has been taken and handed over to the Caliphate, the sponsors and instigators of the genocide that is going on in Nigeria. They have taken the man who blew the whistle on the very issue that they're discussing, who blew the whistle from 2010. Today, when the thing is at the highest level, the Nigerian government took that man and gave him over to these same people whose only idea is to take over Nigeria, Fulanize it and Islamize it. They took a Judeo-Christian leader and hide them over to this people. It is call for concern. If you're in the United States and you don't write about this, you don't talk about this, we know that IVID is the front line. AVID members, veterans of Biafran origin, AVID, wherever they are, this is the time for them to take action. We have seen them take so many pictures in Washington, D.C. We have seen them make so many moves. This is the time. Go and present this case and relate it to what is happening today, that they have handed over our leader, a Judeo-Christian, over to the jihadists. The Nigerian government, in a clear eye, handed him over. It calls for concern. Use your own platform.